So Wayne, I get this question quite a bit. What do you look for in a consultant? What kind of DNA and skills and what kind of mindset does a person that wants to go into consultancy, what should you have?
Great question. A tough question, but a great question. When I think of consulting, first of all, you got to stand back and I tell people, first of all, it's not what you think it is. So the first thing I tell you is you've got to have a problem solver. I mean, at the end of the day, that's why I love it. I always say I have a bit of the attention span of a squirrel. I love solving problems, and that's what's kept me in this business for longer than I'd like to admit. So you got to be a problem solver. You got to be quick on your feet, somebody that can really quickly adapt. You have to really understand how to communicate with people, because you can have all the solutions in the world, but if you can't communicate with somebody and explain to them, and basically at the end of the day you're selling your idea to them or your solution to the problem, you're going to fail. So I think that the people aspect cannot be underestimated. It's probably one of the biggest. You have to have an intellect. You have to have a skill set around something. I always call it claim to fame. You need something to be known for. So I think that, and that evolves, and it also changes your career as well. So it might start. Me personally, I started in technology in kind of a generic way. I got deep into telecom, which I would have never thought. Later in my career, I got into utilities. I got into financial services. So that claim to fame will change, which kind of goes back to the earlier point: is you have to be able to be nimble, learn. I think the other thing is, there's a great term. You always want to be a learner, not a knower. There's times you have to have an opinion and a voice and be able to express an idea or stand ground on something you've got passion around. But it's an industry that's, for us, has always moved. And I think about what literally I bought a computer worth probably about $500,000, in 1989 for a client that was not as powerful as the iPhone in my hand. So you think about it in that terms, you've always got to be learning. So I think being a learner is a big one. Those are the big ones. I think the other thing is that you have to have you got to be smart. You got to have decent grades. You got to have an ability to learn quickly, because you are if you go in this industry, it's not like you become an expert in it and you're done. You're always learning. And I think it's one industry that learns at a much greater pace than most. And if I look at technology, which a lot of the consulting can mean a lot of things. For me, it's always been a kind of a management consulting or a technology consulting mindset around how do you make businesses better, how do you change processes, and most of that these days is technology. I mean, if you think about, historically it was sort of the CIO or the IT shop in business that worried about it. Today it's everybody. It's marketing, it's HR is trying to figure out how to engage the employee better, it's the COO is trying to get better operations, the CEO is trying to figure out how does he disrupt the industry. So everybody's worried about technology, and you think about that technology curve, it's only getting sharper. So that learning is huge. So those are the things I would say. For those that are looking for a career in consulting, it's wonderful. It's not for everybody. It's hard work. I'll tell you one thing, is services is, I always joke around and say, what have you done for me lately? It's not like you sell a bunch of products and then you kind of make your number and you move on, but it's a fantastic career. And if you're a learner, you like to problem solve, you like to deal with people, it's a great place to spend your career.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Wayne. I really appreciate that.
My pleasure.
Yeah.